Back y'all. Welcome back y'all. Welcome biggity back y'all. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel again. If you are new here, hello. My name is Kelsi, and I'm here for you guys every Sunday, Wednesday, sometimes Saturday, sometimes Friday. I go live sometimes too to talk about my VSG journey and other things. It's my hope that through these videos, you're able to find the answers to questions you've been looking for or the path to choosing surgical weight loss. I'm eating my hair. Hang on. It's made that much easier. Hello again, you guys. I'm sure this sweatshirt looks familiar. It's because this is part 2 to my Q&A question video. Yay! So I had too many questions come in, so I had to break it down into 2 parts. I hope you guys are cool with that. I just wanted to make sure that I'm able to answer you guys' questions and not keep you here for an hour and a half doing so. So without further ado, we're going to jump right back on into the questions so that we can get on out of here, okay? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. It is Sit Down Sunday where we get together, talk about something heavy on my brain. Wow, heavy on my brain. And like I say all the time, what's better than sitting down with friends and having a conversation? Nothing in the world, if you ask me. All right, so the next question that I got was from Bree Fincher. Do you still meal prep? If not, do you feel creating meals has gotten easier? I meal prep. I meal prep every week. Not only do I meal prep for me, I meal prep for my family. Meal prepping, as I stated before, is the main. I am convinced that meal prepping is the main reason that I have been successful. Meal prepping ensures that I eat things that are healthy for me, that I have healthy meals on hand, that I have healthy snacks on hand. It's just, to me, it's so important to meal prep. If I don't meal prep, I feel lost because I don't know what to eat. I know that sounds crazy, but I've been meal prepping for almost a year now. So I depend on me cooking things. Like if I don't have that there, I'm eating stuff I'm not supposed to be eating. I'm out at, Walmart buying, my favorite candy bar, Bueno. I love Bueno candy bars. And so I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna get a Bueno. No. Like when I meal prep, I have the food there and I don't have a reason to like leave work and go and get something because I always end up getting something bad for me. So meal prepping is not easy. Finding different foods is not easy. It gets boring. But that's one thing about our situation. It's going to get boring. So as I stated before, you really have to kind of scour. TikTok, I feel like, is a gold mine. Check into TikTok, see if there's any creators that you like, if you like their cooking style, if you like their type of diet. Really get out there and try to find things that are easy and, fun for you to eat. Food is just, I eat to survive now instead of surviving to eat. Like I lived to eat. Like food was like the number one thought on my mind. Now I just know I have to eat so that I'm not hungry and that my body is, giving the nutrients that it needs. The next question comes from Felicia Wade. How are you recouping from the hair loss and has it started to grow back? I'm recouping. It has taken a really long time. I still do biotin every day. I'm doing 3 different kinds of biotin. I may be over biotining, but I'm trying. But as you can see, my little edges, baby, they are struggling. But I'm still going to be out here, edges and all. Thin, kind of see-through. I'm still going to have my little updos because the devil is a lie. I'm not gonna be cute out here. I gotta be cute. But yes, I'm recouping. It was very, very, very I was very taken aback. I started losing hair, I would say, in my 3 to 4 months, and I honestly chalked that up to struggling with my protein in the first 3 months. I struggled so hard with getting the amount of protein in I needed a day. And I really wish I would have just pushed myself to get in as much protein as I could because for months, my hair was coming out in clumps. I mean, like just falling out. I would brush my hair and my brush would be filled with hair. The crown of my hair was so thin. I was like, I'm going to have to start wearing hats, Lord. But it was okay because I was losing weight and I was happy and I'm still happy. And I think one of my followers said this best. They would do it every day and twice on. They would have this surgery every day. They would do it over again every day and twice on Sunday. My only regret was I didn't do it sooner. The next question is from Mika XO. I hope that's what it is. If you have a goal list, what is one item you are excited about achieving now that you are 110 pounds down? So I've never been on an airplane, never. And that's for multiple reasons. Like, number one, I just haven't traveled much outside the US, or anytime I went somewhere, I would drive. My number one goal on my list this year is to get on an airplane and to not have the fear of not being able to fit in the seat. That was like, I don't want to have to get a seatbelt extender. I just want to be able to get in, put on my seatbelt, and go on about my life. Like, that is what I want. Because that a lot of times, like, you know, there's been opportunities where we could have flown somewhere, but I'm like, no, maybe we should just drive, because I was afraid that I wasn't going to be able to fit in an airplane. And that is just so mind-blowing to me. Like, it's mind-blowing to me that can be an actual fear that people have. And I had that fear. So I'm excited to get on a plane, to be able to buckle a seatbelt and have no issues. The same person asked, are you still watching your macros, protein, water, etc.? Yes, I am. I use the app Verytastic, and I also use my MyFitnessPal. I kind of stopped a little bit, and of course, you know, my weight would fluctuate and kind of whatever. And I definitely chalk that up to not holding myself accountable. But Verytastic and MyFitnessPal are my favorite. Verytastic I really love because you can actually scan the food item. If you can't like manually search it and find it, you can scan the barcode and it pops it up. So you can put it in as long as you're measuring. I measure. I have a digital scale. I use measuring cups. I do everything that I can to ensure that I'm getting, you know, an almost accurate depiction of what my calories are and what my carbs are, what my protein is, because I want to be successful. So yes, to answer your question, I am. Breezy 9, have you ever taken collagen, and what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah.
Oh, where'd you have that little the brown one? You gotta plug that in like you can't plug it in an extension cord. It's gotta be directly into the wall.
About the one fireplace one, or the other one?
The one that's making all the noise.
That's the one I got.
Yeah, that's the one that makes the breaker flip. So to answer your question, yes, I am using collagen. I use Vital Protein collagen peptides. And I also use the Teamy, I don't know if you can see that. Come on. The Teamy Beauty Butterfly Collagen. This is really cool. Let me see. This is a new one, but it is like a really cool purple color, and I put it in my smoothies. I've noticed, I can't say that I've noticed or haven't noticed any difference when using the collagen. This is my favorite though. It tastes really good in like coffee. It doesn't have any like any flavor. It gives it like a creamy, like I would say almost like a dairy flavor or a dairy like consistency. This is definitely my favorite. My sister-in-law recommended that to me. So yes, I am using collagen, and those are the two that I'm using. Breezy also asked, did the hair loss slow down when you noticed it, and has it gotten better? It didn't slow down. When I noticed it, I felt like it was in the height of my hair loss era, and it continued I continued to lose hair. I continued to have hair fall. I mean, y'all, it was like a horror movie. I would run my hands through my hair in the shower, and it would just, my hand would be covered. It wasn't 2 or 3 strands. It wasn't 10 or 15 strands. It was like hundreds of strands of hair. Like, it was heartbreaking. I don't have the best hair. I don't have the longest hair, but my God, when you're losing it like that, it does something to you. Because I was like, I'm going to be bald. Like slap the back of my head, I'm gonna be bald. Like, I'm gonna be around here like looking like Sinead O'Connor. Like, I am gonna be bald. So it was very disheartening and scary for me. But my hair loss has, you know, stopped. I lose hair, you know, like everybody. There are some times when I lose a little more than normal. I don't know if that has to do with like certain things in my body, but I don't think that I'm actively losing hair like I was in month 3 to, I would say in month 3 to 5, I lost the most hair. But it did start to progressively get better. And as I said before, my edges are strengthening back up. The crown of my head is thickening back up. So I do I guess I can kind of chalk that up to the combination of the collagen and the biotin. I do feel has helped my hair. I am using AphoG products. I do a protein treatment on my hair every 3 weeks. And I really, really, really feel like this has helped strengthen and to really help my hair have a good foundation for regrowth. So I don't have the protein treatment, but this is the moisturizer that I use after my protein treatment. You can get this at any beauty supply store. You can also get it at Salads if you don't have a beauty supply store. And this is for all textures of hair. It doesn't matter if you are ethnic or you have non-ethnic hair, you can use this product. And this is the Curlrific Texture Treatment. Can you see that? This is it's protein based, but it helps to restore the texture or the curl pattern. I have heat damage, so this has really helped to restore the curl pattern of my hair. Apogee products, they are really fantastic. I'm telling you, it is so worth it. I never knew until this surgery that, you know, my hair needed protein. And this has really helped to boost the protein in my hair and give my hair a, like I said, a good foundation for regeneration and restarting. Bree Breezy also asked, how long did the stinky breath last? I think I only had stinky breath for like the first 2 months. Sometimes, every now and then, I think I'm in ketosis when this happens. I will have like butt breath, so I just pop in some gum or like some mints or whatever. But it didn't last a long time. It's not something that I have recurringly. It's not something that I have often. But when I have it, I know I have it. So I just go ahead and get some gum and, you know, try to be, you know, a fresh breath person. Because I don't want to be in nobody's face smelling like, you know, boo-boo. Bree Breezy also asked, is there anything you would do different on this journey? There's a couple things that I would do differently. I would have started working out earlier. I definitely would have taken it a little more serious. I would have measured myself consistently. I definitely would have not started eating slider foods, you know, or just sweet things in general. I don't eat a lot of them, but like Chester's hot fries and spicy Doritos, things like that. Those are like my weaknesses. I love some Chester's hot fries. Like I said, I was out here like a crack addict with a bad habit on a Sunday evening, baby, with my last $10. I be out here on them Chester hot fries, and they are so good to me. But what's so funny to me, prior to my surgery, I didn't eat a lot of hot, spicy, crunchy things like chips. I preferred more sweet things. Now, I kind of veer away from them. I'm not really interested in them. I definitely prefer crunchy things. So I wish that I would have never opened that door, but I am, you know, working towards weaning my body off of those, eating healthy and, you know, wholesome foods. When I do want to like have like a crunchy or a savory moment, I eat pecans. I make wonderful praline pecans. I am going to make a cook with me video for those. So I get a lot of questions about those that are keto friendly, and they're also bariatric patient friendly. So when I have those cravings, I make sriracha pecans as well. I get that little spice and the crunch. Totally chef's kiss. So I'm working to kind of close that door, but those are the things that I wish I had done differently. The next questions come from a viewer who would like to remain anonymous, and she did send me quite a few questions through my email. You guys are welcome to do that as well if you don't want to publicly post your questions. The first question is, do you know someone who is in the bariatric life who smoked nicotine or used tobacco products, and how things play out for them? I've searched and asked for support groups, but have found next to nothing. So I did reach out to you guys, and I posted a post like, hey, if you smoked prior to your surgery or whatever, and you've had weight loss surgery, hit me up. I have a question for you. So I am just so blessed. I have a viewer and also a addiction expert for the Berry Nation podcast. If you guys are not familiar with Berry Nation, please search them up on Instagram. A wonderful, wonderful, wonderful educational support type bariatric community. She is an addiction expert, and she gave me these answers in regards to smoking and weight loss surgery. Sarah said, smoking can interfere with your healing process. Before I had surgery, I did a lot of research on the negative effects, so I actually quit smoking July 2020, and my surgery was May 2021. But I also knew that the guidance was not to smoke But I also knew that the guidance was not to smoke for 90 days after surgery, and I was able to do that. It got more difficult once I was out of that window or I was around other smokers. I do have a vape now, so that I use that instead of smoking. I do have a few friends that had their surgery in Mexico, so they didn't have the same follow-up team that I did, so they did return to smoking immediately after their surgery. I'm not really sure how much it impacted the healing process for them because everyone's body is different. I do know it lowers your risk for blood clots and things like that if you are able to quit smoking. This is not scientific evidence in any way, but I do know that my friends that smoked had a more difficult time getting in their liquids and protein in the beginning. I don't know if this is because of their time being split up between smoking and getting in their liquids, but it definitely affected them. Both of my friends who smoked after their surgery, have had to have their gallbladder removed. So that was another surgery that she was smoking during, and her healing process was a little longer as well. But it is my understanding from my surgeon that it interferes with the healing process, just like with any surgery, not just bariatric surgery. But because bariatric surgery is such a serious surgery, they really stress that you stop smoking or do not use tobacco products. So from somebody who doesn't smoke, I don't smoke, so I don't have a dog in that race. I'm not able to tell you like, hey, you should or shouldn't be smoking. But from someone who did smoke, she does urge, and she is an addiction expert over at Berry Nation. As I stated, go on over to Instagram, check out Berry Nation. They're awesome. They do encourage you, and this may be something from you may need to speak with your surgeon about as well. It slows down your healing process, and she does recommend that you do stop smoking and using tobacco products. The second question that she asked, do you wear a sports bra or can you wear a normal bra? I've always worn a normal bra, but I also wear sports bras as well when I'm working out. I went from a 48 double D to a 42 double D. But I think that, the cup size hasn't changed, but it's more of like the way around. Because like I said, my girl's still large Marge in here, large and in charge. I'm telling you. Has your shoe size changed? If so, how dramatically? I have small feet. I've always had small feet. I have small extremities, small arms, small hands, small feet. And I'm short. But I can notice that in my shoe sizes, they don't feel as tight. I can wear certain shoes that I couldn't wear before because I think my feet are not as like swollen and as thick as they were at one point in time. I feel more comfortable wearing heels again. I definitely haven't noticed a change in my shoe size, but I do know I have friends who have had the surgery who say their shoe size have went down 1 to 2 sizes, that their feet also aren't as swollen, just different things like that. So yes, I do think my foot is different, but I don't think my shoe size has changed. Definitely could tell a difference when wearing shoes or shoes that I was uncomfortable in before. Did you need help bathing at the beginning? No, I didn't need any help bathing. The only thing that I really needed help with was like getting up and down when I was laying down in the bed, getting up from the bed. And when I couldn't get help, like let's say for instance, my significant other had already gone to work, I literally, because luckily we have the kind of bed that sits up, so my most painful incision was right, like, I can't even remember which one was the most painful. I think it was over here. So I would literally roll off of my bed. I wouldn't sit up because if I tried to use any of my core muscles, it was the most painful shit. So what I would do is I would just kind of like roll and I almost would kind of like fall on the floor, but I would kind of like catch myself. I would kind of roll until I was able to, sit up. I didn't sleep on my back for probably 5 months. I slept elevated for over 5 months. I said, I don't think I started laying flat until about 7 months post-op. Last but not least, what should I do if I have nobody to hide my scale? Like, is there something I can tell myself to do when I think about weighing? Currently, I've scheduled to do an all-body measuring on Fridays, but I'm still in pre-op, and I assume it will all change post-op. Oh, that was such a struggle for me. Luckily, I had my significant other and my son that would hide the scale for me because, y'all, I was weighing every day. The scale at one point in time dictated my life. It dictated what I ate. It dictated how I moved for the day. And that was just so unhealthy. As I told you guys, I stopped doing weigh-in Wednesdays because weigh-in Wednesdays was so mentally draining for me because I wanted so bad to come on and be like, oh yeah, I lost another 1.5 pounds. Oh yeah, I lost another 2 pounds. And on the days that I didn't, it ate me alive. So the only thing that I can tell you is you have to know why you had this surgery. You have to know why this surgery was important to you. You have to know why. What is your reason for losing this weight? And the number, I'm sorry, this is just the truth. You're going to weigh yourself. You're going to want to weigh yourself. You're going to want to see that scale go down. You're going to want to see a down motion trend. But until you are able to accept that you are more than a number on a scale, you're not going to be able to not weigh yourself. So I can't give you any tips or tricks on how not to weigh yourself every day because you're going to want to. I just have to say, don't let that number on the scale dictate your life. Don't let that number on the scale determine how you feel about yourself because it really, really, really will take a toll on you mentally, and it can cause you to self-sabotage. So just do your best to keep the scale as a healthy and positive thing. You know, if you want to weigh 2 times a week, weigh 2 times a week. If you want to weigh every day, weigh every day. Because trying to fight yourself against, you know, weighing yourself every day, you're just going to do what you can to try and, you know, weigh yourself or find ways to weigh yourself. Like, they would hide my scale here, and if I would go visit my sister, I would weigh myself at her house. Or, you know, unfortunately, my son's not too good at hiding things, and if I'm cleaning the house and I see it underneath the dresser, I would pull it out, weigh myself, and put it back. So just like any addiction, it's hard to fight against that, but you really have to keep that mindset. You have to understand you are more than a number on the scale, and whether or not you lose a pound this week, or if you lose a pound today, or if you lose 5 pounds next week, you made the decision to change your life. And if you lose 1 pound a week for the rest of your life, just know, you made this decision for you, for the betterment of your health and for the progression of your life. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's all the questions I have. We got them done. This video is still over 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but you know, anyways, I love you guys so very much. As I say all the time, you guys could be anywhere else in the YouTube universe, planet, world, but you chose to be here with me. If you're looking for a real, raw, and uncut version of what the bariatric patient's experience is, you are in the right place. If you're looking for a more sugar-coated and lackadaisical approach to it, this may not be the place for you. I keep it real, boo. I love you guys. If you haven't and you would like to be, please make sure to subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here. Become a part of my family. Mwah. Also, please make sure to come on over to my Facebook group. Come on over. It's called One Bite at a Time. Wonderful friends. All of you guys are my family. You guys love each other. You guys love on each other. You support each other. You build each other up. It's a safe place to talk about hard things, not just about weight loss or weight loss surgery, but about anything. That's what we're there for. If you're going through something, we are there to support you, just like you guys support me, my family, your family. You are my family. You guys are all my best friends, and I love you to the end of the earth and back. Also, if you are not following me on any of my social media platforms, please make sure to do so. I post on there as well. Keep in contact with me, keep up with me, see what I'm doing every day when I'm not posting videos. I love you guys so much. Get your protein in, get your collagen in, get your water in. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.